Within the glittering realm of music competition shows, the voice shines as a guiding light for unbridled talent, profound emotion, and unbridled enthusiasm. Although there are a great number of musicians who try out for the opportunity to become famous, only a select handful have the capacity to truly captivate the audience and make an impact that will stay. An example of such an artist is Kolby Cordell. The instant he hit the stage during the blind auditions of The Voice Season 27, he performed a copy of Luther Vandross's legendary song, Never Too Much. This performance not only showcased his remarkable vocal abilities, but it also represented the moment he started living his dream. Almost immediately after the first few notes of the music were released into the atmosphere, it became abundantly evident that Kolby was not your typical candidate. It felt as though his voice, which was full of energy and brimming with soul, illuminated the theater. On the other hand, what truly distinguished him was the manner in which he made this legendary R&B smash his own. When it came to a well-known classic, there was no imitation or replication. Rather, Kolby was leaving his unique mark on it. What followed was a journey filled with intense passion, raw talent, and a tough competition between three musical powerhouses: Michael Bublé, John Legend, and Adam Levine. Each of these individuals was anxious to have Kolby as a member of their team. A reimagining of a classic song is the song of choice. There is a song called Never Too Much that has become inextricably linked to the legendary soul musician Luther Vandross. The single, which was initially released in 1981, is positive, joyful, and packed with the kind of energy that makes you want to dance while listening to it. A huge hit that has endured the test of time, it was made possible by its addictive groove and lyrics that were filled with passion. However, it was not a coincidence that Kolby chose to perform a version of this song at his audition. After his performance, Kolby offered his thoughts, saying, "I've always loved Never Too Much. Luther Vandross is easily one of the most influential people in my life. I have always been awestruck by his ability to put passion into each and every note, to take a straightforward love song and transform it into something that is really profound. That was something I wanted to honor, but I also wanted to put my own perspective on it." It is not an easy task to cover such a legendary song because of the difficulty involved. The vocalist is not only responsible for hitting the appropriate notes, but they are also responsible for capturing the feeling and the spirit that lies behind the song. The manner in which Kolby approached the situation was rather remarkable. His rendition of Never Too Much was not simply a note-for-note reproduction of Vandross's version. Rather, it was an interpretation, an infusion of his personality and flair, which gave the classic a contemporary twist while still preserving the spirit of the original. It was quickly apparent that Kolby has both control and range. He was able to smoothly move through the intricate vocal passages of the song, delivering high notes with power and lower notes with warmth. His ability to bring complexity and nuance to the lines, in addition to the seamless way in which his voice glided through the chorus, left an impression that will not soon be forgotten. Every syllable was filled with enthusiasm, and the audience was able to sense it. This made it quite evident that Kolby was not merely singing a song, rather, he was living it. The magical moment, a blind audition that will live long in the memory. As the progression of Kolby's performance continued, the attention of the coaching panel was gradually drawn in one by one. There was no denying the undeniable synergy that existed between him and the music, and before long, the first chair was turned over. Michael Bublé, a coach who is well known for his passion for soul music and traditional crooners, was the first person to hit his button. When Kolby hit a soaring high note that appeared to transcend the radio, his face lit up with a knowing smile. He was aware of what was happening. "It is audible to me," Bublé stated with a grin on his face. "Not only do you possess a voice that is attention-grabbing, but you also have the ability to make a song uniquely your own. With your soul, your control, and your desire, you have a little bit of everything. It would be a pleasure to collaborate with you." Following suit was John Legend, who is known for his meticulous attention to vocal phrasing and emotional depth. He remarked, "That was impressive," while nodding his head in agreement. "You have a wonderful range, and what I really admire about you is that you are not merely demonstrating your vocal ability, Rather, you are conveying the significance of the story through your voice. That is the thing that truly matters. In addition, Adam Levine, who is known for his fiercely competitive nature, was quick to respond. He said, "Kolby, you have that fire," and he was right. "During this competition, I can see you competing. Because of the contagious enthusiasm that you exude, it is difficult to ignore you anymore. Please allow me to assist you in taking that to the next level." As the chairs were turned around, Kolby was confronted with a tremendously impressive trio of mentors, each of whom brought something distinctive to the occasion. It is without a doubt that Michael Bublé, who has a profound understanding of jazz and crooning classics, would provide Kolby with a wealth of experience in rendering songs with warmth and precision. It is possible that John Legend, who is an expert in soul and R&B music, might assist Kolby in reaching deeper emotional layers, so sharpening his ability to connect with audiences on a more personal level. It is possible that Adam Levine, who is well known for his keen ability to recognize talent and his knowledge of rock and pop music, will be the coach who will bring out a more contemporary and edgy side of Kolby's sound. The decision that Kolby made, selecting the appropriate mentor. When the time came for Kolby to select his coach, he was immediately confronted with a challenging choice. Each instructor took a unique approach, and there is without a doubt that all three of them would be beneficial to his development as an artist. On the other hand, after a brief period of introspection, Kolby made his decision, and he went with John Legend. John Legend's artistic ability has always been something that I have admired, Kolby remarked after he made his pick. It is something that I am interested in learning more about, and that is his ability to infuse each note with genuine feeling and soul. In my opinion, he possesses the ideal combination of technical expertise and emotional expressiveness, and I believe that this is precisely what I need in order to push myself even farther. John Legend, who appeared to be happy with the decision, greeted Kolby with excitement and enthusiasm. "I couldn't be more thrilled to collaborate with you," Legend added. "I am going to assist you in building on the foundation that you have established, and I will assist you in taking your artistic abilities to the next level." During the course of his musical journey, this was a defining event for Kolby. Under the direction of John Legend, he was about to embark on a new phase of his life, one that would allow him to improve his abilities, broaden his musical horizons, and most significantly, bring him closer to the realization of his ambitions. Where does Kolby Cordell intend to go next? As Kolby starts his journey on The Voice, the excitement that surrounds his ability is visible and can be felt by everyone. As a result of Kolby's decision to hire John Legend as his coach, he is in a position to make the most of the potential to develop and advance as an artist. As the competition continues, it is becoming increasingly apparent that Kolby's star is in the ascendant. However, not only is Kolby's trip about the competition, but it is also about pursuing his passion and living the life he has always dreamed of. At the same time that The Voice provides Kolby with the opportunity to demonstrate his skill to the entire globe, it also serves as a channel through which he may interact with other people through the medium of music. Each performance is an opportunity for Kolby to express a piece of his heart and soul, and he is anxious to continue building that connection with his audience by performing. Kolby smiled and stated, "I'm just grateful for the opportunity," as he expressed his gratitude. "I've been waiting for this moment for such a long time, and now I'm finally here. I can't wait to have this adventure take me in a different direction, and I'm prepared for whatever follows after that." Kolby Cordell is a contestant that anybody should keep an eye on now that the blinds have been turned and the competition is heating up. It is inevitable that Kolby will leave his mark not only on The Voice, but also on other platforms, thanks to his soul-soaked voice, unwavering self-assurance, and captivating stage presence. Kolby is just getting started. If his performance of Never Too Much hit any indicator, the entire world is waiting to see how far his skill will take him. And if it is any indication at all, things are looking up.